PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow your boy on Twitter, Instagram. You know where to follow me at already, man. Hit the like button. I appreciate that. Also, y'all see the title of this one, man. Let's talk about it. So, well. What are we, 6 days away from Gnome 12 in Houston, Texas? A lot of people in the community are saying that Goods and Eazy the Block Captain saved Gnome. Because for the most part, the conversation has not been about Gnome. It's been about Midnight Madness. It's been about other things. But when they speak about Gnome, the real conversation is really Eazy and Goods, with all due respect to T-Top and Tay-Rock and Geechee and Hollow the Don. But those two, like, for whatever reason, Eazy and Goods is being talked about heavy. And I really feel at the end of the day, that is the main event. Now, I say that to say this. There's been a lot of talk, you know, if you go back to DNA, shout out to DNA also. He had Goods on his platform a couple of weeks ago. I had Eazy on mine, and Eazy had alluded on my conversation with him about DNA interviewing Goods and how he felt that DNA might have been a tad bit biased towards Goods, being that, you know, if you want to say, they didn't really come from the same class. Goods was here in Lions Den. We know about Goods before DNA. But, you know, they're big boys. If you want to go in that bag, you want to say John. Also, like, they sounded, when they spoke on Goods' name or spoke on Eazy's name, it was more leaning towards Goods. And listen, to DNA's credit, he did say why he felt Goods was going to win the battle. He spoke about, you know, how Goods being in the room, how it's a little bit different watching Goods in the room compared to watching him on cam. He went heavy into that conversation. Then you fast forward to Eazy going on Champion. Shout out to Jay Black. And their conversation on Champion was that Eazy saying that DNA, I guess, alluded that Eazy maybe should switch his style up a little bit in battle rap. And I guess, listen, man, if you didn't see DNA, I don't want to use the word clapback, or I can say he had words for Eazy the Block Captain. He said a lot, and I learned a lot also on how DNA feels in the mind of other battle rappers that come up under, you know, maybe before DNA, a little bit same era as DNA, how they view Eazy the Block Captain, how phone calls I've talked about Eazy, how text messages or group chats or whatever, when they're talking about Eazy the Block Captain, it feels like the conversation is, who's going to be the first one to clip Eazy? All this 10-0 talk is cool. I feel like the conversation between the top 10 dudes is, yo, dogs, who's gonna be? It wasn't Verb. It wasn't Rex. It wasn't the Bar God. It wasn't Chess. A lot of the people feel that Eazy won the battle. I'm going to get into a quote DNA said in a little bit, but I just find it interesting also, man. DNA said if him and Eazy battled, it would be easier than he thought. Now, you can look at that both however you want to look at it. That's just battle rap talk, or DNA really in his heart of hearts feel that way, right? DNA said Eazy is not paying attention to the game tapes. Now, hate to be this guy, but part of self. Being that I speak to Eazy, you know, sometimes I'm gonna push back on that comment and cannot disagree and say Eazy does not watch the game tapes of battle rappers. Come on, y'all. Just not forget me talking to the brother off air, on air, on air. Let's go on air. When he comes on the show, he's always talking about that. He's always alluding to that type of conversation about watching game tapes or studying people. He's always saying that. So that comment, I'm going to disagree with DNA on that. You know, DNA said he switched up his style. You know, the first time was in 2015, or depending on who he's battling, right? Talked about him switching up his style versus Danger Zone. I'm talking about DNA right now. DNA said he switched up his style against Danger Zone, Big Cannon versus Mickey Fax, A-Verb to a degree. And in 2021 is when DNA put down the ratchet talk, put down the burner talk, put down the gun clapping talk. He's not going hard body with that, and that's not going to be a lot. A lot of that talk is not going to be incorporated into his material when he's battle rapping moving forward, right? If he does it, it's not going to be at a high clip. DNA talked about cats getting tricked out of their spot. DNA said something that was very interesting also. He said Eazy has run into people that come from his class or veterans he's battled, and he's got out of the situation. That's why I said, has there been conversation between the big dudes in battle rap, the top tiers, the legends in battle rap, who's going to be the first person to clip this guy? You feel what I'm saying? And I feel that is being heavy in the conversation. You know, I mean, I feel you're going to have a lot of the top guys. Will they be pulling for Goods to be the first person? It's funny. Are they pulling for Goods to be the first person to clip Eazy, or do they want to be the first person to clip Eazy? Right? Because that's how you really got to look at it. But you got to look at it. Do I want to be the first guy to clip Eazy, or I want somebody from my class to clip him first? Because whoever clips Eazy first, let's be honest, that's going to be talked about heavy in blogs. That's going to make champion cover and things of that nature. Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast, France and all these guys, they're going to be talking about that hard body. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about it. I'm pretty sure Cap's going to talk about it. All the bloggers, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's going to talk about that. Right? Yeah, so I found that very interesting that DNA had made that comment. You know, DNA also said Eazy has battled people with the skill set to beat him, but that's where, you know, he's got out of the situation, and that's when you got the 10-0 talk and 10-0 talk with Eazy the Block Captain name next to it. You know, DNA said if I battle Eazy, this is some ish y'all not gonna want to see, and Eazy's not going to want to see. DNA sounds very confident that his formula, and I'm wondering, has DNA started writing for Eazy the Block Captain? I'm only going off on the way he was coming off. You know, I have a 24 here, I have a 24 here. Next time we have a 16 here, right? Or is he drumming ideas in his head that he's keeping in the memory box of things that he would say if he battled Eazy? Because DNA did allude that as a fan, he wants to see Eazy battle the Calicos of the world, the Geechies of the world, you know, those, you know, things of that nature, you know. And if he gets past those, he would gladly want to take that battle, you know. He said if Eazy and him went down, that he would want Eazy to talk to Surf, Chess, and Rock. Now, those are three people that DNA have battled. I had DNA 30 and Surf. I had Chess 2-1 is debatable against DNA's debatable battle. And I had Rock beating DNA, right? DNA said he would destroy Eazy. DNA, what does destroy mean, oh king? When you say destroy DNA, is that a 30? Can't be no 2-1 destroy. Are you 30 in this man? DNA said how many people were hot going against him, and they ran into a cliff. And I gotta be honest, when he said that, the two people that came to my brain was Ill Will and New Jersey Twerk. Definitely. You know what I mean? But DNA, you can't say you're not pursuing Eazy the Block Captain battle when the way you were talking, like, I mean, come on, listen. you're not gonna duck smoke. Trash talk is always gonna be heavy in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Getting your ish off it is what it is. But DNA, I can't say you're not pursuing the battle. I'm not saying, all right, maybe he's not pursuing it because you're DNA, you're a legend. You really got to pursue a battle. But I do know if Goods beats, if Goods beats, if Eazy beats Goods, I'm pretty sure the DNA of the world are going to talk about it. They're going to want to step up next. The Calicos of the world. So it's very interesting, man, what DNA said towards Eazy the Block Captain on his show. I was like, wow, all right, DNA, I hear you, my dude. So leave comments on the bottom if you guys saw that. If you did not see that, it's on YouTube. It's your boy 3-1.